bored. I was watching Bodycam footage, and I was thinking about playing a game earlier today. But you know what? I'm just bored. So, I thought, I'm gonna bring you guys with me. Hi, YouTube. Hello, everybody. This is not being streamed right now, so I think this is the first recording that I'm ever doing ever, without it being a VOD kind of thing. So yeah, we're gonna be watching some body cam footage of shoplifters, because as a cashier myself, I get very not happy whenever people shoplift, and it just brought out some rage with me. Not rage, but like annoyance kind of thing. I'm pretty sure anybody that works in retail as a cashier can understand. I'm mainly put in the self-checkout all the time. All the time. They always put me there. Not only because of, like, I know what I'm looking at, and I'm not the best when it comes to catching people, but more of just, like, good customer service and everything. Got good vibes, good happiness. One of the reasons why I wanted to try streaming and getting on here, because of the good vibes. Why not vibe out with people every now and again, you know what I mean? And I just thought, why not release that for people that are in retail that can relate? You're not alone. What's up? That and just entertainment for everybody else. Everybody in general. Why not? So yeah, let's get into it. Excuse the live scene. Still trying to work on the whole editing thing, so you're gonna have to excuse me. Still new. This isn't like my job or anything, so not gonna put too much craziness into it whenever I already have another job and everything. So you're gonna have to excuse it. Not the best quality, but hey, we still got vibes going. We're still awesome in here. You know how it is. Still awesome in here. So yeah, more body cam footage. Let's see people suck at being a law-abiding citizen. I will admit, I did see this already. This specific video. This part is just showing her like stealing tags and putting them on other things. A simple thing. I've actually caught somebody doing that before with a bunch of Squishmallows. With their kid with them. With their kid with them. And I'm like, you're a great example. And it was Squishmallows. So as somebody who likes to collect stuffs, it made me mad at someone who can relate with those little guys. And it was Hello Kitty stuff. It was like $20 each. She was about to walk out of the store with like $100 worth of, like, probably even more, $100 worth of stuffed animals. I'm like, you want to go to jail for stuffed animals? For stuffed animals. And you have your kid with you. You're a great mother. Are you going to say, I'm so proud of you, honey's first arrest? You must be a proud mother. Whoever you are. You're a butthole. Straight up. But anyway, we haven't even started yet. I'm already ranting.
So you needed a pop socket?
Your total amount that you should have paid $212, and you only paid
There's no way for a Lego set and
$19.50 a deal.
You never know. It racks up.
It's Friday evening in Flagler County, Florida.
Hello,
where
Florida.
woman's alleged sticky fingers are about to land her back behind bars.
Do you have your ID on you?
Uh-oh.
Bravo 224, what's that for? Alright, Carla? Mm-hmm. Alright. Now, before we talk, I'm just going to read you something, okay? Do you know why you're in here? Okay. Alright. My name is Deputy Fong, Clark County Sheriff's Office. Right. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you can.
Miranda, right?
Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her.
Hang on one second. I've already seen this part. This part is just, he's reading out the Miranda rights and everything.
What is going on tonight? Honestly, it goes a long way.
going through divorce. Just tell them don't have any money.
Okay. So they have, like I said, they have camera footage of
I
everything.
was been living in a house with no water,
Okay.
nothing.
How do you look so clean?
Do you still have this
then?
on you?
You look like you hopped out of the shower a few hours ago.
No?
No.
So they have you on camera swapping tags, price tags,
Yeah.
and stuff like that, okay? So the total amount that you should have paid was over $200, roughly.
$200?
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause
What?
what they're scamming.
For what? You had everything. You had everything. You had everything. How do you not know? For what? For what? How about you pay attention to what the hell you're putting in your cart and you'll understand
Right
why.
now is at 189. What?
Hey there.
You have to budget.
You're listening to State of
No!
Survival Radio. Calling all
Survive. I
survivors
want
who
to
can hear this.
survive without the ads,
You-
please.
Why?
Well, just alone that Lego set was almost $100.
Oh my god.
Okay, and then plus the other clothing and stuff. One of the
Doesn't
one of the
even
pants
matter
was
what
like
you put in your cart anyway. If you take like $5 worth of stuff or $500 worth of stuff, you're still stealing. They have every right to still call the police on you. Surprisingly, huh?
$25-$30, and you put a new tag on it. How are you putting the tags on
I
that?
didn't put those tags on that. They were hanging in the clearance aisle.
Okay.
Oh, they were. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're all on clearance. They're all on clearance. They don't have a clearance tag on them, ma'am. So therefore, you cannot really prove that. Really, no way of doing that.
Like I said,
Just because it was in the clearance aisle doesn't mean another customer, even an associate, just tossed them there because why not? They're too lazy to go put it back.
you didn't take any of the tags
It
off the
happens.
pants.
No.
Unfortunately.
What tags
If
did
you
you
look
switch?
at the video, I'm in the clearance aisle all the time.
What tags did you swap in?
Just the sticky
Ripping
ones.
tags, not even.
Okay, how many items did you
Ripping.
swap?
A folder, the Lego set. I told him that. The folder, the Lego set, and
Good Lord. I spent $40 on a few Lego sets already. Like the buildable cases.
nothing. And then a bag didn't have a tag.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the price of
Please
that
don't
bag
violate me, guys. Please.
So,
Oh God, I mean, I can't go to jail. You guys don't understand.
Then why
Police
did
identify
you
the
do
suspect seen here as 39-year-old Carla Nishikura, who explained
it? Carla. You probably know better. You're almost 40. You're a grown woman. You know better. And you have a kid with you. Hello? You know better. You knew what you were doing. Please don't violate me. How about you please obey the laws? Have common sense. You got the money for it, so pay for it.
she's on
It's not that
probation
hard.
for
It's not fun to
another
spend so much
alleged
sometimes,
theft.
but-
Let's rewind and take a look at store surveillance footage to bring us up to speed.
See what she got.
Carla can be seen entering this store with her young child before hopping in a motorized shopping
Don't
cart
do
and
that.
heading inside the retail store.
You're lazy. You're lazy and you're breaking the law. For shame. Is that shame? I think. Something like that. I'm
Moments later, she's caught on another camera in the cosmetic aisle where
Is that
she
what you're
grabs
talking
a
about?
bag off the shelf. Keep this in mind for later. The suspect is not done
sorry.
with
She's
the
trying to
beauty.
rip the tag off of that? Hold
Keep
up.
this
Look at
in
her, look at her,
mind
look at
for
her.
later.
Right here.
The suspect is not
probably on
done
the
with the
phone.
beauty department yet,
Maybe.
and she appears to grab a few more items from the shelves.
Ma'am, you're gonna need a lot more makeup than whatever's in this entire aisle to make your stank attitude look pretty. I'm sorry, but there's nothing in any cosmetic place to make you look pretty with the way that you're holding yourself. Doesn't matter what your face looks like, your attitude and the way that you're going on about this and your actions make you look like a terrible person, and it is not a good look for anyone. Look, it's already rubbed off on your son. He looks horrible. Look at him. I can't even
Next,
see
the
him.
thrifty suspect
Good Lord.
heads to the school supplies area where she's caught peeling a price tag off a pencil case and applying it to a more expensive item.
She's looking around too. You.
And it's not long until Carla
That's such a
deploys
sloppy
similar
job.
move.
Nobody's gonna believe that. Hang on a second. Look at where she's putting that thing right in the middle. Be organized, like it's a letter, like a stamp. If you want it to be believable, nah, you're just being like, look at that.
And it's not long until Carla deploys a similar move where she's caught grabbing another case and removing the price tag.
This is right in the camera's view. She's trying real hard. Look, Dad! No! He can see her doing this too. And the fact that, oh my lord, no. The fact that the kid can see her do this is the fact that the kid can see her do this. He's thinking, oh, this is fine. Mommy's doing this. This is absolutely fine. You're setting him up for failure if you're going to make him
Carla's
think this is
shopping
absolutely
spree
fine.
is not quite over as she
Is this the
heads
clearance
to the
section she was
clothing
talking about?
department where she appears to pop some tags from the clearance rack.
And everyone who works in retail, not even works, anybody who shops at any retail store, and you complain that there are no tags on any of the clothing, this is why. This is why. This is one of the reasons why. It may be because it's been moved around from department to department, and it may have been tampered with, or may have been ripped off. It got stuck on something, but no, I guarantee you, this is some of the reasons why. And there's nothing we can do about it, because of these fuckers.
The suspect then selects a few more items before heading to
But
the
it was
register.
over here. It doesn't matter. We can't prove that. I can look it up if I have a device with me that can help me do that, but besides that, no. No. You can blame these people. This isn't even on the
All
store.
the
This is
crimes are caught
people.
on camera.
customers.
Armed with her
Douchebag.
phony price tags, Carla approaches the self-checkout.
You know this. Oh my god. You know. Look at this big old Lego set. That thing is around $80 to $100. Legos are not cheap, depending on what you are getting. That thing alone has to be around minimum 60. Minimum 60, 70. That thing is expensive. I want to know how much she put on that. How much she actually paid for that.
Checkout where she starts scanning the items.
I want to know how much she actually did. I want to know. Oh my god! No. I don't want to play anything right now.
Here, a store employee
I may
appears
play
to
tomorrow.
notice something's not quite right.
Oh, she knows. Look, she's
Here, a
like, put on
store
her glasses.
employee appears to notice
She
something.
had to take it back off. She's like, hold up. She's like, okay, let me. She's like, okay.
Here, a
let me
store
just check
employee
over
appears
here.
to
Oh my
notice
word.
something's not quite right.
Manager.
Let's take a
Oh my
closer
goodness. Oh
look.
my lord.
A camera on the self-checkout catches Carla scanning those items with the electric.
Look, what did I just say? What did I just say? What did I just say? Look at that. This thing is sticking off right there too. This is low res as frick. I can tell. Look at that little sticker. Bing! Look at that. It's just sticking off right there.
Swap tags.
I guarantee you she
Carla
paid
scans the
50,
Lego
not even
set and that
maybe
pink
5.
binder we saw earlier,
5.
and a few clothing items.
Uh-uh. There were 2 tags on that.
And a few clothing items.
There were 2 tags on that. She's holding that right next to the actual tag. You are not fooling anybody.
But seconds later, the suspect appears to bag that cosmetic bag noted earlier along with other unscanned items.
She didn't even scan that. Dang. You got some balls with it.
The 39-year-old then makes her, let's just say, discounted payment before attempting to
Discounted
head
payment.
out.
Okay. Discounted payment. Oh, come on. Is she gonna be ran off outside by a police officer?
And she nearly makes it out of the store before she's
Oh, he
quickly
didn't
stopped
kill her.
and
He's
led
like,
into a
"Let's go in
loss
there."
prevention area where we
Yep.
catch back up with her.
She didn't even put up a fight. This poor kid. This kid's
Back
got
up with her.
This kid probably doesn't even know what's going on. Look at, he's being dragged in here just because of his mother's actions. This is so upsetting. This irritates me. This makes me more irritated than just regular shoplifters. You have your kid with you, and you're making it seem fine. I have had a handful of people do that at a self-checkout too. Had a whole family do that. And some guy got onto me before, some guy got onto me before for doing that. And he tried to he was skip scanning a bunch of stuff. Just oh, scan that, not gonna scan that, scan that, not gonna scan that, I'm not gonna scan this either. Just bag it up. I stopped the transaction. I'm like, is everything okay? Everything good? And all this stuff, try to play it off. And he's like, yeah, everything's good. Some things are sticking out of a bag, mind you. I can't really go into bags. I don't think anyone that works in retail is allowed to go into bags because of, invasion of privacy and all that kinds of stuff. Even if it was another associate that's, buying stuff, I don't think we're allowed to do that at all because it's, full on everything. No, it's, all or nothing. Excuse me. My words are everywhere. It's really late. But overall, this guy was, trying to get, some free, meat products and everything. Like the fresh meat stuff, not just frozen stuff. He was getting the expensive things, like a whole rack of ribs and everything. He tries to bag them. And some things are sticking out. Again, I'm not allowed to look through bags because of invasion of privacy. But if something is sticking out of a bag, clearly, like a mega-sized thing of cereal, and it's like the bag stops like right here, it's sticking out fully here, you expect me not to say anything? That's so dumb. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, sir, this isn't scanned up, that's not scanned up. I just keep going. I just keep going because there's a lot of things that he tried to scan, or some things like the top of the bag is open. I don't like dig through them, but I like mention them. I'm like, I don't think that's on there, I don't think that's on there, going back and forth, and he starts getting irritated. His wife was there, he had 2 kids there with him. They didn't say anything, which, like, cool, whatever, fine. But this dude was like getting aggravated and everything. So they scanned up, I think, a good amount of it. I don't know if they scanned everything. Kind of came in last minute, so I don't know if I missed anything at the beginning. I just know he didn't scan everything. So whenever the wife was paying for everything, he was about to just walk out with a whole thing of groceries, right? Whole thing of groceries, and he's fine. Now, keep in mind, if you walk out of a store and you're in the middle of paying for it while you are just bagging it in your car, that's still theft. If it is not paid for fully 100%, that is theft. And he tried to walk out of there. And I said, sir, you can't leave until things are paid for. And then that's when he said something, he was like, you're getting a bit too touchy with this. And in my head, I'm like, are you trying to go to the police? I will be glad to call them for you. Hello? I didn't say that out loud. I didn't. I wasn't going to. But the wife she was chilling. She didn't really say anything. I don't think she was happy. However, I don't think she had a right to be, like, upset with me. Okay, she didn't have, like, a stink attitude or anything. But I wasn't, like, at that moment, I didn't know if she was going to give me a stink attitude of, like, and just walk off. I'm like, you did this to yourself. I can do that too. Looking like some cat meme or something. Just like the bombastic side eye of like, you know what the hell you're doing? Bye, have a good time. I hope your meat products taste like filth. Because your actions are. But he paid for pretty much everything that I found. Because he wasn't going to. Everything was fully paid for at that point. And then he left it. I'm like, have a good day. And he's like, yeah, you too. And I'm like, have a good day. And then it's up
Where's
here.
Dad live? I don't even know. He won't give me his address.
You
She
sure you
doesn't
don't
look
have
happy.
this
I
on
don't blame her.
No, I promise you.
Where is it then?
We already started with one item. A pop socket. You can't afford a pop socket either. Unless you took the small. No, she probably took the small barcode and used it for something else.
I have no idea. I tossed it.
Okay.
At least she's honest.
You can probably see me in the video tossed it.
She is, or dang, she is honest about it. At least she's doing one thing right around her son. Honesty. You could also not steal, but, you know, honesty around your kid. That's one good thing.
A police
Good
report
example.
shows Carla
Good
spent
example.
just over $19 after only scanning 5 of her 12 items with the fraudulent price tags. In total, the items would have cost her more than $200. It's
I
not long
guarantee you
until
it was
a
that
guardian
Lego set that
arrives
made
to
that
pick
big.
up her child. Let's see what he has to say.
So just so you understand what's going on, they might not have pursued charges, but she's done this multiple times in this store.
In this store?
Yes.
I
They
don't.
haven't pursued charges yet? Why? And they do it multiple times? Please tell me the kid isn't with her. Please tell me the kid is not with her. Please, no. Just set my Cheetos right there. Right there. There we go, that's good. I hope to the Lord, they press charges on her. I think I'm losing it. I think it's late. It's really late. It's tomorrow. It's the AM. It is tomorrow. I think I'm losing it. But we're still doing this because I'm bored and I want to try and make videos. Every Saturday, uploaded. Try to stack them up on my days off. I just wanted to make a video. I want to make sure I'm up with it. Get on that grind. See what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gave her money to go get
But please
sleep
press
aids
charges
and
on
tea.
her.
I
That's
was
the main
like,
thing that
go to
I'm
Dollar
trying to
General.
do. There we
She's
go.
been doing this, apparently. It has nothing to do with your soda, buddy, okay? And Grandpa will explain everything to you, okay? I already kind of gave him a speech and Mom made a mistake, but she knew it was wrong. But, yeah, they just haven't caught her until today. She's ripping, she's switching tag prices on stuff and you know.
I know where she gets it from. I left Dollar General 2 weeks ago with a 12-pack of water. I forgot all about it, so I went all the way back and gosh, I forgot to pay for this. And the lady was looking at me like, yeah, so
I did it too for plastic utensils.
Yeah. I don't know where to get to that.
But you're good to go to take him.
All right, I'm not gonna see her till tomorrow at least, early. Probably not.
She could bond out tonight if you wanted to, bond her out, but that's up to you.
Funny, she's down on tomorrow.
I know.
Leave her there till the next day.
She's going to be violated probably in the morning. They might not let her bond out tonight because she violated her probation by doing this.
This might be,
She's on probation. Do not bond her out. Do not bond her out. Do not bond her out. Let her have her punishment. Let her learn. Let her learn. And let the kid see that Mom really did do something bad. Let that, again, be an example. Be an example. Stop being a stinker.
I don't know. Seems like she's perfuming the pig with him, but I already told him, I said she made a mistake. You know, but she did something wrong. So.
Trying to help her. I mean, she's going through a rough time, but, you know, 5 kids, husband leaves, moving into a house, she's coming to live with us, but
It's not.
Even with Mom just going nuts, he's just here. He's just like, I'm having a good time. I love the optimism on this kid. I'm happy that he's just being happy. And I'm also glad that he understands. It's like, yeah, she forgot to pay for something. Good kid. That at least shows that, like, yeah, she forgot to pay for something, which means that's something that should be done. Good kid. So far, good kid.
Helping herself right now.
yeah,
That's for
I
sure.
refuse to go to the store with her. I refuse to go to the store with her. Because I'm like, you're bringing me out. I'm like,
It's almost every time.
yeah, I don't know. I don't trust her. I know we're fine.
Well, that's bad.
Dang!
All right. It was nice meeting you.
All right.
Do you want your soda? Okay, I'll get it for you.
Hey, I want to thank Upside for sponsoring this
Hang on. We gotta skip that. The fact that her own father doesn't believe her either. Not believe her, trust her. I'm pretty sure he doesn't believe her either. If she goes home and she's like, I scan everything, he's like, you're full of shit. Go to the toilet, flush. Now, because you're full of it. Please and thank you. Oh my lord. You know you did something bad when your family members can't even trust you. For the simplest little things. For the simplest little things. I think early, like later on in the video, she was just there to get some like medication, and, like some drinks or something, like tea or something. And she left with a Lego set, some cosmetics, clothing. I did not see her pick up any food related items except for that kid's soda.
Bodycam for an extra 25 cents back on your first gallon of gas.
No! What in the world is this? That is AI.
You want your soda and your
AI
what?
for AI for.
Yeah,
You walk me to my phone so I can get my medicine.
no. I can't let you take medicine in my presence. I don't know if she paid for the Legos. She did pay for some items.
Right.
But you might.
Officer, I'm gonna tell you right now, she did not pay for any of that. I almost said a bad word. She did not pay for those Legos. You think she paid for those things? Look like they're $70. That's a high-end Lego set. A high-end Lego set. I dropped my Cheeto on purpose. There was this guy that I stopped in Walmart. I saw, like, I was looking up, I have like a little work phone with me, and it has an application to like look at all the registers, right? Just monitor everything. So I like know if like a cash machine breaks, or not breaks, but like gets jammed or something. Like there's a device here. If anybody has produce, the scale has gone offline. Somebody needs help, somebody needs something taken off and everything. It's a handy tool. It's a very handy tool. The other thing is, it monitors what's scanned on each register. There was this one guy that had a few Lego sets, like some Disney Lego sets. There was some pretty pricey stuff. It wasn't as pricey as that. There were smaller boxes and everything. So, I'll get to that later. He scanned a few items. I think they were on clearance. It was some Lego products, but they were $15 each. I went over there and I saw the boxes that he had. I may not know much about Legos, but I bought a few. I bought a few for me and my boyfriend. We had a Lego day before. They're pretty pricey. They're worth the money. If, like, you're into Legos like that, they're worth the money. But they're pretty pricey. I go over there. I ask him, because he was about to pay and everything, so I got there just in time. I go over there, and I'm like, hey, sir, how are you doing? How's it going? Did you find everything okay? Did everything scan okay? And he's like, yeah, I just had a few Legos. I had some oil stuff and everything. I think there was a misscan. Excuse me. I think there was a misscan alert. In other words, like, the register had, like, an overhead sensor, and it's like, oh, we think this item didn't get scanned up or anything. I have to go over there to approve it. I'm like, oh, this toy didn't get scanned up or something. And that's when I realized the Lego stuff. I'm like, okay, now's my chance. I'm going to go over there, see the $15 stuff, and I'm like, sir, did everything get scanned up okay? Like, this didn't get scanned up, but the Lego sets, did these get scanned up okay? He's like, yeah, they were on the clearance aisle and everything. They didn't have a single clearance tag on them, right? I go over there, and I pause myself. I'm like, do I want to, like, do this? Because sometimes I'll get anxious if people will cause a scene or something, which happens every now and again. It's not as often as you think. I'm just doing my job. A lot of people understand that. They're like, nah, you're good, you're doing your job. Some people get upset. They're like, really? And I'm like, I'm just doing what I'm told. I'd rather be home watching Netflix right now, making me another cup of coffee. I just want to chill, eat my pizza Cheetos. Hey, listen, me and you both want to go home. I'm just here trying to call me a baker because I'm trying to make that bread. That's all. That's all that I'm here for. Okay. I love seeing some people in there, but honestly, I'm pretty sure all of us just want to go home. I don't want to deal with this kind of stuff. It's already craziness enough. But anyway, sidetrack. I go over there. I see the Legos and everything, and I'm like, "Are you okay if I double check these Legos and everything?" I grabbed them out of the bag. He said it's fine, and I grabbed them out of the bag. I scanned the biggest box. That thing was, I kid you not, $60. And then I kept scanning the other one. Another one was like 40, I think, and then the other one was like around $20 or something. I'm like, sir, what did you scan for the $15 one? And I was like, you're freaking red-handed. I caught you red-handed. You think you were gonna come out of here with just like some free Legos, pretty much? No. That's not how this works, sir. That's not how this works at all. No. I don't even know what he scanned. That was $15 even. That is a clearance price. I'm like, what do you have? Unless he has it like in his pocket or anything, but I'm not gonna go through his pocket. So I proceeded to be like, these weren't scanned. I'm not sure what's going on. I took off the clearance items, put on the other stuff. Everything else was fine. Everything else that he had a few extra stuff like car oil, so on and so forth. And I was like, okay, you're good. And he's like, can I take those off? Those were in the clearance aisle and everything. I'm just gonna pay for my stuff and I'm gonna go back there and see what's going on. I take them off. Go to the, like, I have a little buggy full of stuff that people don't want or it's left behind. I just toss them in there. And while I was being so sassy, like, underneath my breath, I was like, yes, sir, I got you. I took the Legos and I'm like, you caught red-handed, you little thief. You think you're so smart. I have eyes for a reason. I knew something was going on with you. You thought you were going to get some Legos? I don't think so. Look at you. Now you look stupid. And all that kinds of stuff. And he proceeded, I'm not kidding you, he said he was going to go back to the clearance aisle to see if they were right. He pays for his stuff, he automatically leaves without even looking back. I said, have a good one, sir, in like a snarky way. I was just so confident. I like walked over to like where the exit was of the subsector. I'm like, have a good one, sir. And he doesn't even look back. He's just pushing his cart. He didn't say a word. I was like, ha. you're a loser. Use your money next time. That, or if you don't have it, then just don't bother coming in at all. It's that simple. You got your money? Cool. Pay for your shit. Don't got the money? Don't bother coming. Don't bother coming. And if you do proceed, there's a high chance cops are going to be on you. And I'm not going to bat an eye. I wish I could call the cops. God, I wish I could. That's like a higher up associate manager kind of decision. But if I could call the cops on people, ooh, it'd be so good. It would be so good. It would be so good. So sweet. Oh my gosh. Oh my lord. It fixed a lot of problems too. I'm always at the self-checkout. Good gracious.
You might get them. I don't know. But right now we're still looking into it.
Back with Carla, one officer has a few more questions for her.
No, not freaking long ago.
I guarantee you too, back to the Lego thing, just really fast, I guarantee you, to keep in mind, the biggest box that he had was like, about like this big. Hers was like triple that width. That thing had to be at least around $100 or more. That was like the high-end product of her whole transaction. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you.
Why do you keep stealing? Your dad just said he gave you money.
He did. He gave me $28, and then I just came here to see if...
No, that's how much you put in the machine, you liar. You had other cash with you. He gave me $20. No, you used $20. You had more cash in your hand. Number one. Number two, you weren't even here for that purpose, from what your dad wanted and everything. Get to the point.
If they had my mom's suitcase here.
Why did you steal?
Because I've been locked in my house for 9 years with a husband who controlled me.
What does that have to do with you stealing
I
stuff?
didn't have money or anything.
What does that have to do with you stealing stuff?
Good question.
And setting a terrible example for your son.
A great thing to
Ma'am,
say.
you don't have to tell me how to be a mother. I understand.
I'm not telling you how to be a mother.
Oh, now you're getting upset. Now you're getting, look at your face. Look at your face. Look at your face. You can't handle the honesty. You can't handle the
You're
honesty.
setting a bad example.
I understand.
Multiple times.
Multiple.
Yes, you're right. You're 100% right.
Thank you for admitting it.
I love this cop. She is not taking crap from this woman. I love this cop. This cop is amazing.
Sure, babe. It's $212, and you only
There's
paid
no way for a Lego set. And
$19.50. You only scanned 5 items, which show those barcodes that you switched onto the other merchandise. I have everything I.
No. 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 It was reindeer. Rudolph. No.
Yeah,
No, that was good animation.
ripping tags off the clothing, putting stickers on the pieces of product.
I didn't switch the
Yeah,
tags.
it did.
So the camera's live?
The camera.
Yeah, I guarantee you don't have that on camera.
I wish I could talk to people this bluntly at work, like this officer, like the officer that's wearing this body cam footage that we're watching. I wish I could talk to people like that. I wish I could talk to people like that at my job. And just not give a damn. I just kind of like that. It's so gross. Yeah. It's okay with a Cheeto. That probably looks gross, but hey. Are you proud of yourself, Mom? Good job. Gold star.
And I hope you didn't tell your son that you forgot to pay for it.
I didn't tell him that.
Okay. Because I already told him, I said, you made a mistake and you made a bad decision. Hold that thought. I told him that you made a mistake and you made a bad decision. And that you knew what you did was wrong.
Honesty. I love it all. I love this dog. Yeah, now it's weighing down on you, huh? Look at Mickey, he's trying to pat you on the back and everything for all your stupidity. Look, his hand is right there. And it's right there. Oh, it'll be okay. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Giving your husband, I don't know what's going on with your divorce. You said you were going through a divorce. You're giving him ammunition against you to possibly get your kids taken away from you.
Oh, dang, I didn't think about that. It's worse. learned the first
And your
time.
dad just said that you just got released for this, so the judges...
I just got released because I tapped a car and they violated me.
Okay, well, you're on probation, and they guarantee you that the judge is probably going to violate you, and now you're stuck in jail. And all because you wanted some extra stuff.
Stuff that isn't even necessary. Is this worth it? I don't even know if she is getting divorced at this point. With everything that she's saying, it sounds like a freaking lie, number one. Number two, if that is true, why don't you learn from your experience? Why don't you learn from your mistakes the first time? For the sake of, like, your divorce is definitely going to be finalized because of this kind of craziness. If that does play a role in it, I'm not sure. I've never actually been married before. I have a boyfriend that will at some point turn into a fiance. I'm not sure when. He was not going to tell me, obviously. But that, and the fact that your kid could be taken away from you, she has to know that that is a possibility. She's old enough to know that. She has to know. If not, she needs some help. I'm not even joking, I'm being serious.
Your parents are helping you out. You didn't have a need to steal anything.
My parents are the best thing on my mom has cancer. My dad barely has anything.
So you needed a pop socket?
I didn't take a pop socket.
Then why did you have the wrapping? Why did you open up the wrapping if you weren't stealing?
True. You needed a pop socket, a binder, some Legos. I get it for your kid, but that's not necessary right now. No. What does this have to do with you stealing anyway? Your mom has cancer and your father has whatever the frick you said.
Stealing.
I didn't. I ripped it in half.
Why?
I threw the other half.
Why?
Why?
Why not? Who cares? I don't get it.
Why would you destroy the packaging?
Socket.
Why would you destroy the packaging?
I don't know.
It's a terrible lie.
Thank you.
So you're setting an example for your son that he can walk around the store and just rip and open the packaging.
Good example.
We get lied to on a regular basis, and that's a terrible lie.
I love this
Soon
cop.
enough, Carla's quote,
I love it. Yep. I love this cop as much as I love the little dog on the wall. Have a good day. You're going to jail.
terrible
It
lie
was.
proves to be just that.
Are you able to walk?
I'm not gonna lie.
I need you to stand up and face away from me, okay?
It's kind of weird that there's just one singular dog on the wall, though. I'm not gonna lie. Watch, there's like a camera in one of his eyes. There's a reason why I'm called Bullseye. That'd be a cool place to hide a camera. If you have like photos all over the wall.
Put your hand together, let it pray.
Ooh, cover. Do it.
Oh, 63 powder. Oh, 224 has a whiskey foxtrot 1015.
Okay.
Have a seat while we check your purse. You okay? You got more money in here.
What did I say?
What's in it?
THC? That's a felony.
No, I have a med card.
Where is it?
It's not on me, but you can look up my name at the med.
When you have something like that, you're required to have it with you. And you know that.
At all
I
times.
didn't know that actually.
That's the same thing. What'd she say?
Something like that, you're required to have it with you. And you know that.
I didn't know that actually.
You didn't know that you're supposed to carry a marijuana, like a medical marijuana card with you if you have it on your person? That's like driving a car and leaving your driver's license at home. What if you get pulled over? What are you going to do at that point? What are you're going to pull one of those, like, what are they called? Sovereign citizens things? I'm not driving, I'm traveling. I'm not smoking, I'm inhaling. I'm medicated. What the frick are you gonna do? That's dumb. That's just irresponsible. You cannot be the more irresponsible, ridiculous example of your son. Of your son. Are you serious? This honestly is not making me mad.
I don't have to bring my med card, I can bring my ID.
Because they can look it up, but once you get it, you are legally required to have that at all times.
Yes. Just like your ID. You should never leave the house without your ID.
Doesn't matter.
Is this yours or is this something?
Yeah, you're gonna find makeup in.
Do they want to come look at this just in case?
Yeah, I know.
Do they have their receipt with them?
So why did you lie then?
That's yours. All
Because I
this
felt
is
stupid. Because they were like, oh, that pop's back in.
Officers find that pop socket Carla denied having, plus a few more items stashed in her purse.
Oh, that's cute.
That looks like it's packaged. That looks like it's there too.
She's not even showing me what she's giving you.
I'm not required to.
Doesn't belong to you either.
What in the world is this? What in the world is this? Somebody made that, probably. AP. Uh-oh. Everybody look out! Bullseye's a furry! No, I'm kidding. Looks like a Gretsuko character. And yeah, she doesn't have to. What are you gonna do? If they do show you, it's like, actually that's mine. Meanwhile, they're holding the receipt right there. They're like, you sure about that? We have the receipt literally right here.
No, it's not yours.
That's what we're trying to figure out, and they just said, no, it's not yours. So you can't even keep track of what you stole.
Yeah, just pull them out of everything.
In what way did you think you had a right for me to ask them if that was their property or not? You know you can lose your medical marijuana license for not abiding by their laws, right?
I didn't know that.
You should know that. It's your responsibility to know that.
Just like having your driver's license.
I'm not being mean. I'm being blunt and honest. Just because you don't like what I'm saying doesn't mean it's mean. I'm being mad. It's a statement of fact. It's your responsibility.
I might get it.
I'm not being mean. I said it's your
If you get it, you would have it on you. You grown woman, supposedly adult, having non-brain cell, more clueless than a podcast moron.
responsibility to know that.
Sorry, I've been on that podcast a lot.
Yep.
I'm a teacher.
Exactly.
I don't know if I bring them up a lot or not. I feel like I do.
What?
You have an EBT card.
Yeah, there's nothing on it.
I don't even think she had any food on her, so it wouldn't matter.
Don't ask them.
Yeah, that's ours.
Are these guys yours?
Yeah, that's ours.
That's the start, so that's the receipt.
All Deputy Fano has to do is charge you with this for not following the rules, and you're bye-bye the medical marijuana card. Is it hers? Okay.
I don't know if you're going to be that irresponsible.
This.
Yeah, I don't know for sure about that one. Well, we can't tell. We can't trust what you say is yours because you say those underwear are yours, which they're stolen. They showed me you opening up. Before that.
I opened up a bunch of underwear.
So they're not yours.
I kept looking at them to see if they were too big or too small.
Not yours.
I kept looking at them. I opened up a bunch of underwear.
So they're not yours.
I kept looking at them to see if they were too big or too small.
You broke into a pack of underwear. It says the sizes on them. How fucking dumb are you? Taking
You can understand why I don't believe anything that...
Again, that's a customer thing. I see it all the time on clearance. It's like, this is marked down because it's broken into and it's missing some. Because people like this are stupid. Because of Fruit Loops like this. All you're missing is the milk for your cereal.
Store
now.
employees told police this is not the first time they've seen Carla after they let her off the hook in December 2023 for another attempted shoplift.
Ew!
The 39-year-old was also on probation for petty theft stemming from an incident in September 2023.
Petty. The way that she's been acting this entire time.
Carla was taken to jail and charged with petty theft again. Court records show she later
She doesn't look too happy about it. You know what? I'm not surprised either.
pleaded no contest to the charge and was sentenced to fines as well as 60 days in jail.
Ew, yucky. What the frick is this? Worst animations. The Saga. That is a... What? I don't even know what's going on here. That's a thumbnail. That is a thumbnail. Florida couple busted at Best Buy in massive shoplifting ring. Ooh! That seems interesting. However, I just wanted to do that real quick. Because why not? I had some energy to do a small thing. So yay! While eating Cheetos. Had a late night munchie, excuse me. Overall, I hope you guys did enjoy that. Watching some stuff with me and everything. It'll just be some random little video again up on my YouTube at some point. And yeah. I'll just be vibing. Hope you guys have a good day, good night, wherever you are. Like, subscribe. I love you. Bye-bye.